What are the responses of the UN Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples? It is understandable that the declaration is imbued with the affirmation of the cultural rights of indigenous peoples as collectivities and as individuals. The 25-year process of drafting the declaration at the UN as a result of a negotiation between states and indigenous peoples broke the political taboo around cultural rights and made the declaration the boldest recognition of cultural rights in international law. Cultural rights are reflected in at least 17 of the 46 articles of the Declaration, and the word identity is mentioned in Article 2, the right to be free from any discrimination based on indigenous origin or identity, and Article 33, the right of indigenous peoples to determine their own identity or membership in accordance with their customs and traditions. The word culture or cultural is mentioned no fewer than 8 times in the preamble and 16 times in the articles of the Declaration. In fact, one can find the cultural rights angle in each article of the Declaration. One of the significant provisions is that of Article 15, the right of indigenous peoples to have the dignity and diversity of their cultures reflected in all forms of education and public information. Here we see that education of the broader society about the cultures of indigenous peoples is an obligation of the state. This norm has emerged from the assumption that non-discrimination policies must be supported by a participatory and informed civil society. At this point, I would like to invite the participants of this course to pause and read the outline of the 17 articles on the Declaration that refer to the cultural rights of indigenous peoples, which we provide to you. In conclusion, comparing the above-mentioned cultural rights to those that the advocates of minority rights wanted to include in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights in 1948, and in that same year in the Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide, we note that the UN Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples in 2007 has indeed covered these and has even gone beyond. This is significant more broadly in terms of the history of ideas and the growth of the concept of humanity itself. The detailed articulation of indigenous peoples' cultural rights over the 25-year period of the preparation of the Declaration can be an inspiration for society and the state to discuss and foster cultural rights for the population overall.